I'm reflecting on my sabbatical. Um, it's been 2 months, 2 full months of just being focused on my. It was a spiritual reset. It was a spiritual reset, and I can feel that the energy is ramping up for me to get back into work and apply um, and integrate everything that I learned and everything that I remembered, because a lot of it was just reconnecting with myself, and life got very busy, got loud, and I needed stillness. I didn't realize it, and it's I mean, it wasn't a forced sabbatical. Don't want to put it that way, but it was a sabbatical that was kind of nudged by life. That was a nudge from life, rather, and I'm grateful that I I had the privilege. It really does feel like a privilege to be able to, although life kind of brings everything to a halt, but to be able to, even within the halt, just take time to introspect and do all the shadow work that one needs to do. And I I had an amazing time where I felt so taken care of by life, having my needs met, and yeah, I'm kind of choking up. Yeah, I'm grateful for that. Um, and I think as I reflect on it, um, yeah, I was thinking about this just now in the bath, and I was thinking about Derek Walcott's poem, "Love After Love," which I would always come back to it when my heart was in pieces and I didn't know where I began and where I ended. I discovered it probably like 6 years ago, if not more, or longer. And it would always be sitting there on my camera roll in my favorites. Um, it was my first stop. Like every single time I had given myself away to someone who I knew intuitively was not good for me, or a relation when I locked into a relationship that I knew I had no business locking into. Energy was not reciprocated, or just my internal GPS was just, I would override it like like it was not a joke. But I'd come back to it, and it would gather me, like it would literally be waiting for me, like a balm that will a balm, BALM, that would soothe me and put myself together until I do it again, until I do it again, until I do it again. And this time, I come back to it as a complete human being, like feeling so whole, and I'm so full of love, full of like a clear intention, and I'm so grateful. I'm gonna read it for you because it's such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful poem. It's called "Love After Love" by Derek Walcott. Um, the time will come when, with elation, you will greet yourself arriving at your own door, in your own mirror, and each will smile at each other's welcome and say, "Sit, eat." You will love again the stranger who was yourself. Give wine, give bread, give back your heart to itself. To the stranger who has loved you all your life, whom you ignored for another, who knows you by heart. Take down the love letters from the bookshelf, the photographs, the desperate notes. Peel your own image from the mirror. Sit. Feast on your life. I thought about it and I read it, and for the first time in my life, I was consciously going up, to the bookshelf and taking down the love letters and reading them with a sense of fulfillment and just feeling full and feeling proud of the journey, having, being so it's not consistency, it's endurance. It's endurance because it's sticking and staying true to the cause, right? Even when I didn't have the language and I couldn't have articulated it the way that I am now, I knew there was something bigger in whatever I was doing, because the intention is the same. It shows up differently, but it's the same intention. So coming back to it years later, and I'm feeling like I'm this person who a younger version of myself would think is kick ass. Like, he would definitely think this is like one of the coolest human beings I've ever met. Yeah, man, it made me feel proud of myself and made me feel proud of the internal work that I've done. I know there's a long way to go. We never get this done, but it's important to acknowledge progress when we can and when we see it. So I wanted to share this poem with you and remind you to take a seat and feast on the life that you've created and reflect on all the progress. Because, when we're so busy trying to improve our lives, we forget to take a breather and take stock and just anchor gratitude in the progress that we've made and who we're becoming, because we're always going to be in progress. It's part of life. But we should not take away the fact that we, in as much as we are in process, there's joy. There's joy in that. I'm wishing you all the best. Lots of love.